Kiwiz needs to be stopped. So today I'm going to be talking about the YouTuber Kiwiz. Now, if you guys don't know who Kiwiz is, he is one of the biggest Fortnite YouTubers with over 3 million subscribers. And he even owns the Fortnite team 1%. Now, I've actually been a fan of Kiwiz for the last 3 years. I watched him leave Red Reserve, I watched him join Obey, I watched him join LG, and then I watched him create his own team, 1%. And a few days ago, he actually got verified on Twitter, and that's when I noticed that some members of the commentary community were mad that he was verified. Now, the reason why they were mad is because a few years ago, he was actually accused of sending and receiving inappropriate pictures with a minor. And not only was he accused of this, but he actually admitted to it.
One thing led to another. She started complimenting me, I complimented her. You know, it was being a teenager, it's just, I was 17 at the time, and I understand she was 14 or 13, however old she was.
And pretty much his excuse is the girl was lying about her age.
Okay, so
it was just weird.
You sent pictures when you were 17 and she was 12. Now, I believe she said that
she said she was 14.
I believe,
and the kick logs will prove it. Like, if you guys get it, like,
okay,
it's there,
but she said she was 14 or whatever.
Now, all of this happened in a 1 to 2 year period. And at the time, Kiwiz was 17. And according to Kiwiz, this girl said she was 14 years old. Well, it turns out she was actually 12 years old.
If you were 17, wouldn't that make her 12?
No.
A year and a half ago, she would have been 12.
Okay, well, I was just, I don't know, I was 17 and she said she was 14. Like,
now, even if she did lie about her age, that still doesn't make it right, because Kiwiz was 17, almost 18, and he thought the girl was 14. It's not like she said she was 17 or 18, she said she was 14, so Kiwiz knew the entire time that she was in fact underage. Now, to make it even worse, Kiwiz admits that he was still sending her pictures when he was 19.
But
it was a month ago.
Yeah, and a month ago on Snapchat, yes.
Okay, so a month ago you sent her a picture.
Yes.
But the problem with that is you're 19 and she's 14 at the time.
Which means at the time, she was actually 14 and he probably thought she was 16. Now, it's already bad enough that a 17-year-old would be sending inappropriate pictures to someone that they believe is 14, who is actually 12, but then he was still doing it after he had already turned 18. So at this point, Kiwiz has absolutely no excuse. He should have known that what he was doing was wrong. Now, I've seen a few people excuse this by saying he probably thought she was 16, and in some places 16 is the legal age, but where Kiwiz is from is Florida, and in Florida the legal age is 18. And then of course later on in this drama alert video, Kiwiz uses the excuse that he was depressed.
I was in a really like depressed state. Like, she was talking to me, like she kept on saying how she was saying how she was so attached to me.
Now, for some reason, every time one of these influencers is exposed for interacting with minors, this is always their excuse. Now, I don't know about you guys, but normally depression doesn't make people send nudes to minors. That is not a normal thing, and that is such a terrible excuse. Now, this right here was such a clear-cut case. There was no false allegations, and Kiwiz himself even admitted to doing this. So I'm kind of confused as to how Kiwiz was able to get away with this for 4 years. Well, if you scroll down to the comments of this drama alert video, almost every single comment is on Kiwi's side. So I thought maybe I was missing something. So I decided to look around, and that's when I found this video. So it turns out Kiwiz actually made his own video responding to this situation, and I thought maybe he did a better job at defending himself in this video, but pretty much all he does is blame the 14-year-old girl.
Fucked up, being, you know, it was really irresponsible. I shouldn't have trusted this girl. I shouldn't have. I don't know why I did what I did. She convinced me that I could trust her, and it was a mistake. And that's something I will never make ever again.
So, there you go. He's already blaming her, talking about how he shouldn't have trusted her. He seems more concerned with the fact that he was exposed than with his actions.
I've recently talked to a ton of Call of Duty YouTubers that are in my community. They're really high up, and they respect me. They understand my side, and they truly believe I didn't do anything wrong.
Then he goes on to say that a bunch of Call of Duty YouTubers are supporting him and saying that he did nothing wrong. Now, clearly, he did do something wrong.
I'm so thankful that people are actually understanding this, and they're not being so close-minded into automatically thinking that I'm some kind of fucking pedophile because this girl lied about her age and convinced me to send her pictures of myself.
Now, I have a huge problem with this clip. First of all, he says that this girl pressured him into sending pictures. Now, you guys have to remember that he is the adult in this situation. It doesn't matter if she is pressuring him, but as the adult, he should say no. And as an adult, he should know better.
Like, she sent pictures to me too, but it was a group effort, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just like, there was no harassment. It was all consent, and I know that she's younger, and but you're a teenager, dude. Like,
then he goes on to say that he didn't harass this girl, and everything they did was consensual. But legally, anyone under the age of 18 cannot consent to this. And if Kiwiz was telling the truth that this girl did lie about her age, he still knew that she was underage. He still knew what he was doing was illegal. So it does not matter if she said he could trust her. It doesn't matter if she kept bothering him and kept trying to elevate the conversation, because at that point, Kiwiz, as the adult, should have either blocked her or just ignored her. But instead, he continued to engage with her and even sent back his own pictures. And that right there is the problem that I have with this situation. Clearly, what he did was wrong, but somehow, all these years later, he has gotten away with it. Now, I don't know if he has continued to do stuff like this. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that this was only a one-time thing. I'm not sure if Kiwiz should be canceled or if his entire career should be ended. I just think it's wrong that he got away with this, because clearly he was in the wrong and he knew what he was doing was wrong, and he shouldn't have gotten away with this. People shouldn't have sided with him. Multiple people in 2020 have been exposed for doing this exact same thing, and they have lost their careers. So this is where I leave it up to you guys. Make what you want about this situation. Continue supporting Kiwiz or not. It's your decision. I just find it wrong that Kiwiz was able to get away with this. I find it wrong that he's gained such a large fan base after this. And I just think people deserve to know the truth about this situation. So yeah, I'm getting this video here. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel.
this is the video, so I'm out, bitch.